energy penny stock that just IPO'd is making serious noise across social media, and not without reason. In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into XCF Global NASDAQ, SAFX, a newly listed stock in the synthetic aviation fuel space that's already had a roller coaster ride from under $2 to over $45 in days. But here's the twist. This company isn't just hype, it's already producing sustainable aviation fuel, has a live facility, major partnerships, and a plan to scale fast. Could this be one of the most oversold breakout opportunities of 2025? If you're a fan of volatile setups, this one has to be on your watch list. Let's find out. But before we get into the details, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss high potential stock ideas like this one. XCF Global NASDAQ, SAFX. So, let's talk about XCF Global. This company just went public on June 9th, following a merger with Focus Impact Acquisition Corporation. And ever since that moment, it's been trading like wildfire. XCF is the first publicly traded pure-play sustainable aviation fuel SAF producer in the U.S. They're not pitching an idea. They're already producing SAF at their first facility in Reno, Nevada, which has an annualized capacity of 38 million gallons. Their synthetic aviation fuel is made using non-food feedstocks like waste oil, fats, and agricultural residues, cutting aviation emissions by up to 80% compared to traditional jet fuel. And with net zero goals ramping up across the airline industry, this kind of tech is exactly what the sector needs. Right after the ticker SAFX began trading, the stock surged to $44.65, only to plummet back to $1.86 just days later. This kind of volatility is what traders live for, and just this morning, it bounced from $2 to $6 before slipping again. Wild. But here's where it gets interesting. At its current price, XCF's market cap is around $300 million, yet the original merger deal implied an enterprise value of $1.84 billion. That massive gap between market price and projected value is what caught my attention. This isn't just speculation. The Reno facility is live, and in February it locked in a corporate purchase order for over 3 million gallons of SAF. That's confirmed revenue, and they're just getting started. XCF plans to launch 3 more facilities by 2028, one in North Carolina, one in Florida, and another in the works, bringing their total production to 159 million gallons annually. They've also signed a long-term offtake agreement with Phillips 66, a $50 billion energy giant. That's a major credibility boost. When asked how XCF differs from other clean energy IPOs, CEO Mardon made it clear. XCF isn't pitching a future concept. They're already producing, already selling, and already partnered with Fortune 500 companies. Right now, SAF makes up less than 1% of all aviation fuel, but that's changing fast. The EU just announced subsidies for 200 million liters of SAF purchases, about 15% of global production, to accelerate airline adoption. And the U.S. has its own 2030 SAF Grand Challenge, aiming for 3 billion gallons of SAF annually, a stepping stone to the long-term goal of 35 billion gallons by 2050. This is a macro wave, and XCF is already ahead of it. Just this week, XCF announced a new powerhouse board of directors. These aren't lightweight names. They've brought in top-level execs from Shell, Deloitte, JP Morgan, and more. This team brings deep experience in scaling companies, managing public firms, and most importantly, building shareholder value. So here's the big question. Is this the most volatile IPO of the year, or one of the biggest turnaround stories waiting to happen? Let me know what you think in the comments below. The sustainable aviation fuel market is just getting started. And with growing institutional support, aggressive subsidies, and rising demand, companies like XCF Global might be standing right at the heart of the next energy revolution. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.